So today we are going to be looking at the pH concept. And you know, in JAMB calculator, we do not have pH, logarithm function. And if you notice all our formula that we have that pH concept, we have pH minus log of hydrogen ion concentration. Remember, if this is hydrogen ion, as you see, when this bracket is in it like this, it turns towards hydrogen ion concentration. So, and the same formula goes for pH, which you know pH is for acid, while pH is for what? Base. For example, in acid, the common acid given to you from JAMB will be hydrogen chloride, while the common base given to you from JAMB will be what? Sodium hydroxide, as you can see here. So the formula for pH is equal to minus log of hydrogen and hydroxide ion concentration. While at the same time we have pH plus pH is equal to what? 14. And if you check our pH scale, the highest is 14. And remember, we said that when this thing is in bracket, it turns to what? Concentration. So we have hydrogen ion concentration times, which is multiplication. You know, the connection here is multiplication times hydroxide ion concentration to be equals to 1 times 10 raised to the power minus 14. But if you look at all this function of logarithm that we have, JAMB will keep on setting questions under pH. But in the calculator, we do not have logarithm function. So it's very hard for some students to get the question if you don't know this thing that we are going to talk about today. And they expect you to get the answer to the question. And trust me, you know, JAMB will give you at least minimum, you need like 3 questions on that pH that you need to solve and you have to get it correctly and perfectly. So this is the reason for this. And now if you are looking at this, if we don't have the function of logarithm, then what are we going to do? We have to know some logarithm of some number from number 1 to 10. If you can know the logarithm of some value from value of 1 to 10, then you are good to go. I know they will not pass this system according to the research that we normally do on past questions. They will not pass this system. So you just need to get the value of the logarithm function of log 1 to log 10. That's the value to get them. And trust me, if you can be able to get it the way I'm going to state it on the chalkboard now, you will see that it's very simple, very simple, extraordinarily simple for you to get it. And you can even go in past question without doing any question, without pressing the calculator at all. You will see how we are going to do it without using the calculator and get our answer perfectly. So now we start from the value. I'm going to put it in tabular form, the value and the logarithm of the value. So I said JAMB will not pass from log 1 to log 10. It's not going to pass log 1 to log 10. Now, here we have log. Let's represent the value of, okay, let me put logarithm here. Now, let's logarithm be here, and the value of the log be here. That is what it is. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as you can see here. They won't pass from log 1 to log 10. So what do you now need? You need to know all the value of this logarithm. Trust me, if you can know all the value of this logarithm, as you are going to see here, we are going to solve a lot of questions with this thing. And you are going to see how it perfectly works and how you can get your answer perfectly without even having the calculator or the function in the calculator itself. So take note of that. Now, if you check it very well, log 1 will give you what? Is 0. Log 1 is going to give you what? Is 0. Log 2 will give you 0.30. Log 3 will give you 0.48. Log 4 will give you 0.60. Log 5 will give you 0.70. Log 6 will give you 0.78. Log 7 will give you 0.85. Log 8 will give you 0.90. Log 9 will give you 0.95. And log 10 will give you what? 1. Can you see? These are the values that you need to put in your head before you enter the exam hall. If you can put this value perfectly in your head before you enter the exam hall, or you can see a lot of students have difficulty in cramming something in the exam hall, especially JAMB exam, which is more apathetic exam for a lot of students. I would just advise you that as soon as you enter the exam hall, just write this thing in your rough sheet. Write the value of the logarithm and divide the logarithm and put the value in your rough sheet. Before you even start anything at all, before you start praying, these are the things that you need to write down in your rough sheet first. They've already given you a rough sheet, so you write it down inside so that you know that you are going to see PH question in chemistry, no matter how. Like, even though you have lucky, you are going to see minimum of 3 questions directly. Now, if you have all this value there, and some of you will now be saying that, how could you be able to get all this value? I'm not saying that is that perfect or is a normal thing to be, but what I'm trying to say is that find a way. You know how you can read. Different people will have different dimension of reading. So find a way to make sure that you get this value in your head before you enter the exam. That is the fact there. If you can get all this value in your head before you enter the exam, you're not going to have any issue again. Then, from there, you will see that it's very clear. By the time you write it out before you start the exam, then by the time you now see the question, any question coming on that page, you are good to go. Good to go. I will repeat it again. Log 1 is 0. Log 2 is 0.30. Log 3 is 0.48. Log 4 is 0.60. Log 5 is 0.70. Log 6 is 0.78. Log 7 is 0.85. Log 8 is 0.90. Log 9 is 0.95. While log 10 is 1. Can you see? It's very easy. Very, very easy to assimilate. Now, the next point we are going to be looking at is, after getting the table, then if there's a question that comes out, how can we be able to solve the question? That is another point we need to take note. How can we be able to solve the question? And remember, all this formula is very, very important when it comes to JAMB examination. Under pH concept, the pH is equal to minus log of hydrogen ion concentration, but we are not going to be using this one, these two, and this one. We are not going to be using these two again when it comes to JAMB examination, because we don't have the logarithm function in our calculator. Then there's an extract, or there's an extra formula that we are going to be looking at instead of these two formula here. But this one is very, very important. These two, we are still going to be using it in the example. So take note of that. So I'm going to clean this place now, just to put out more things you need to know. Now, this is very, very important. This is very, very important. Let's look at question 1. What is the pH value of 4.0 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 mole by dm cube of hydrogen chloride. Mole by dm cube of hydrogen chloride. That shows that this is the concentration of what? Hydrogen. This is the concentration of what hydrogen we given. But because we do not have logarithm, it would have been better if we say we have logarithm function. We just said that pH is equal to minus log of hydrogen ion concentration. Remember, this value they give you here is the hydrogen ion concentration. Concentration of hydrogen ion presently. But if you say we have calculator now, we can just press it, just punch our calculator directly, punch 4.0 times 10 to the power minus 4. Here, we press minus log of 4.0 times 10 to the power minus 4. We are going to get our answer. Immediately, the calculator will give you our answer. But it's quite unfortunate now for JAMB that we do not have that calculator in the function inside the calculator. So now, this is the best analysis that we need to take note instead. This is the best analysis we need to take note instead. Now, if you check standard form very well, in standard form, if I have, let me first of all talk about standard form. Standard form. Standard form is a course, is a topic also that you are going to be, you take, you offer, let me do it like that, you offer your SS1, I think some SS3, and JSS3 But I need to just take you back to something here. If you check your new general mathematics, which is when they discuss about standard form, you see they represent it with a symbol. If you have a value 3.0 times 10 to the power minus 3, and this is the standard form. They normally represent standard form with the value saying that A times 10 to the power what? N. Look up very well. A times 10 to the power what? N. This A here represents the whole number. The whole number, that is the value that is A. Why this is the 10, why this N represents the index. The N represents what? Index. We need to take note of this. I'm just trying to use this one to explain something because of the extract of formula that I'm going to get now. So if you can say this is A as in form of standard form, and the power that is N is the what? The index form. Definitely from standard form, we can be able to do a lot of things here under this topic. Now, this is when the formula was not generated. This is the best formula to use now for JAMB. We are going to be using, instead of using minus log of hydrogen ion concentration or minus log of hydroxide ion concentration, we are not going to be using that again. What we are going to be using now is because if you check, anything that I'm going to be giving you have to be in standard form. Even though sometimes there are some questions they are not going to be giving you in standard form. They will give you what? In decimal form. But you have to convert it to what? Standard form. If that is hard for some candidates here, we are still going to look at that too at the same time. So now, let's look at the formula now. The formula is going to be pH equals to, we said the power here is represented as what? N. So the formula is now going to be N minus log A. You know we have two things. In standard form, we said that if you have a value like this, let me use the same value we have now. Question times 10 to the power minus 4. This 4.0 is our what? Our A as being standard form. While the 4 is our what? Our N. But you will notice something here that this is minus 4, not 4. This is what? Minus 4, not 4. But despite the fact that it's a minus 4, don't take the negative sign. Just take the what? The value there alone. And when you take the value there alone, leave the other negative sign. Don't bother yourself about the negative sign. So definitely, this is going to be our formula that we are going to be using to tackle pH under JAMB. And let's see how this formula is going to work. Let's see how it's going to work. For example, let's solve this question. What is the pH value of 4.0 mole per dm of hydrogen chloride? Now, we said that pH will be equals to, we said that our N is what? Minus, the index here is minus 4, but we are only taking the 4. So we said our N is equal to what? 4, and our A is equal to what? 4.0. Oh, you said 4, it's the same thing. Then from the formula, we are going to have our value of N here is what? 4. We put 4 here minus log our A here, which is 4.0, which is the same thing as what? 4, as been indicated. So from this, we now say that our pH to be equals to this 4 minus. Now, if you look at this place very well, we have log 4. You now come back to the table that you draw here. This table of value, you now come back to the table. You now look at log 4, which is here, and log 4 will give us what? 0.60, as been indicated here. So our value of log 4 is going to be what? 0.60. So pH value will now be equals to, our pH value will now be equals to 4 minus 0.460. It will be 4 minus 0.60. Then you can then come to the calculator, because in JAMB calculator you can see how there is this value that you can press the calculator. So you then use your calculator from this place by saying that 4 minus 0.60, which should give you the pH of 3.4. That's the answer. As you can see, it's very easy. Very easy. So what this will save you out a lot in your example, because this is the best formula you have to take now, instead of minus log of hydrogen in your concentration, because we don't have the logarithm function there in the calculator. So because of that we don't have the logarithm function, we try to extract the value of some logarithm by ourselves from log 1 to log 10, and then we analyze it. So if you check it, from this idea was removed or from extracted from what? Standard form. Even though they did not give you your concentration, that is the concentration of hydrogen or another ion, anyone they give it to you, even though they don't give you a standard form, make sure you convert it to what? Standard form. So if you convert it to standard form, you now see why it's very easy. This N represents the value that will be here as the index. This will be extracted from standard form. Then this A is the value that is here as the whole number that is there. Now, there are some 2 extra cases that we need to talk about. Because JAMB exam, they do not stand on one case sometimes. They don't stand on one case. But this case is the first case we talk about. But we have another case. What if this place is 4.5? What if it's not just 4.0? What if it's 4.5? Are we still going to use the same analogy or the same way? No. So we need to take note of that too. Now let's look at the question, what if it is 4.5 or any value 0.5? Let me change the value. So what if this space is 5.5 times 10 raised to the power minus 3? Now look up here. You know, the first thing that we did is when it is 4 point or any value 0.0, which is the same thing as that value. But now, when this condition of any time that you see it, putting it as 0.5, this is another condition entirely. But we are still using our main logical formula, which is what? pH to be equals to N minus what? Log A. We are still using this formula, but there are some conditions that will change according to the table of value that we have in the logarithm. Now, here, our N is equal to what? 3. Then our A is equal to what? 5.5. But we are going to have a little issue here because of the condition. Then we now set pH to be equals to 3 minus log 5.5. But if you check our table of logarithm that we have here, there's something like 5.5 there. The reason why the first question that we solve now, we just have only 4.0 and there's 4 here. When we check this one, there's something like 5.5 in the table. So what are you going to do? That is the condition that we're looking at now. Now, it's very easy by saying that whenever this kind of condition comes, just say that log, just say that log 5.5 is equal to, if you notice it, look up here, 5.5 is between log 5 and log 6. Take note of that. Between these two places. Look at it very well. Log 5.5 is greater than 5. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But it's less than what? 6 at the same time. So it's between these two places. Log 5.5 is between what? These two places. So this is what you do. You just take the average of these two values of log mean. So by taking the average, it's going to be log 5.5 will now give you log 5 plus log 6 all over what? 2. That's how you are going to get the value. So if our log 5 is 0.70 plus log 6 is 0.78 all over 2, then you can add it up. The function to add is in JAMB calculator, so we don't have a problem with that one. So you can just add it up by getting it to be 0.70 plus 0.78, which will give you 1.48 divided by 2. You are going to get divided by 2. You are going to get, no, I made a mistake in my calculator. 0.70 plus 0.78 divided by 2. We are going to get 0.74. Now I want you to do something. There's a way you can just guess. Like there's a way you can do all this thing. Very easy. Though log 5.5 is you by taking the average of between the 5 and 6 and divided by 2, we are going to get 0.78. If you say we have logarithm function of calculator and press log 5.5 to confirm it, we are going to get this value direct. But if you notice this value that we have here, you notice that log 5 is 0.70 and log 6 is 0.78. You will now see that it's truly confirmed that it's between two of them, because this value is giving us 0.74. So it's between this interval. It's remains 4 for this one to meet up here, and it adds 4 for this one to be. It needs to subtract 4 for it to get this value back. So that's how to use it. When it is 0.5, it can be 7.5, it can be 6.5, it can be 8.5, it can be 9.5, it can be 2.5, it can be 3.5, it can be 6.5, it can be 1.5. But actually 0.5, that is what this condition goes for. When it is 0.5, take the average of the two interval logarithm. So here, if our log 5.5 will give us 0.74, we are going to have our pH to be equals to 3 minus 0.74. And now, let's calculate. We are going to have 3 minus 0.74. We are going to get our pH to be equals to 2.3. That's the answer. Can you see how we solve the question? 2.3. So you don't even need to panic when it comes to logarithm, when it comes to pH solving in JAMB again. This will help you a long way to go. There's no way they are coming from that you don't be able to solve their question. Now, this is the second condition that we talk about now. We have another condition, which is the third condition that we're going to talk about. So before I even go to the third solution, I want you to look at it very well. It's clear to you that anytime you have 0.5 value, you look at the two interval and find what the average of that logarithm. Find the average by adding the two logarithms together and divided by what? By 2. You are going to get your what? Your answer as the logarithm of that value. Then you subtract the index, which is n. Why this place is a. Remember, this one is n. Why this place is a. This one is n. Why here is a. T from the formula. So that is how you are going to get this. So let's look at the last condition. Now, the last condition is when, I'll be changing the value for more understanding, is when we have something like 7.2 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. Now, here, I want you to understand this condition. The condition of this one does not mean that they give you actually 7.2. You know, we talk about, let me just omit our. We talk about when the value is just a whole number. And now we talk about when the value is 0.5. Any value 0.5. But now, we are not talking, we want to talk about when the value is any value that's less than 5. That is, it can be 0.4, it can be 0.3, it can be 0.2, it can be 0.1. Then what are you going to do with this kind of point? Remember, we are not talking about this one again. We are talking about when the value is less than 5. The point, the decimal, the number in the decimal is less than 5. That is another condition for that. So then this place can be 6.3, it can be 7.4. I'm not trying to tell you that it must be 7.2 actually. But the condition that is less than 5. So that is the condition we want to do for. This is another condition entirely. So I want to cover the condition because I know they can come from any dimension. JAMB is a very serious exam. They will try to tackle it from different directions. So now, let's look at what we are going to do when we come to condition like this. Remember, our good formula is still remain pH to be equals to n minus what? Log A. Capital letter A. Then, from this analysis, we are going to have our n to be equals to what? 2. Normal. We know that one already. And our A will be equals to what? 7.2. So then we are going to have pH to be equals to 2 minus log 7.2. Now, it will be very easy to say we have log 7.2 in the table. But everything is here. It just now remains for you to know the analysis to get it as I'm going to be explaining. Make sure you watch this video again. Like if I were you, I watched like 2 or 3 or 5 times. Don't miss. With this, you don't need to miss any question at all on that page. And if you miss any question, maybe you are not serious watching the video. Maybe when you are watching the video, you are doing another thing else. Make sure you watch it again, go through it again and again. There is a lot happening here. So now, in this place, which is 7.2, you know, we already know automatically with the looking of this, that this is 7, but we have 7.2. It's going to be in the interval of 7 and what? 8. Can you see? It's going to be interval of these two places. But we can't know actual place that we are going to put it. So that is the fact. So now, this is the analysis for this one. When it is less than, I repeat again, when it is less than what? 0.5, that is 0.4, it can be 0.3, it can be 0.2, but it's not going to be 0.5. Listen to this analysis. This one is very, very compulsory. So we are going to set log 7.2 to be equal to log. Now it's going to take a long way. Let me try to make some space. Then I want to maintain the space. Let me do like this so as to maintain the space. It's going to be log. Now it's going to be log 7.2 will give you You know, listen to this place very well. I'll calm down and explain this place because this place, if you do not watch this place very well, it will confuse you. So I'm going to calm down and explain it. 7 and 8. This thing is between 7 and 8. Take note of that. I repeat again. This thing is between what? 7 and 8. 7 and 8. So this log 7.2 now, this is what you do. We already know that it's between 7 and 8. But we now said that is equal to log 8. Log 8 and log 7. Which one is the biggest? Log 8. So we're supposed to write log 8 first. Minus log 7. Look at the condition to this one. You write log 8 first. You now set minus log 7. You now put everything in bracket like this. You now multiply it by. Now, this place you need to listen very carefully. The value that we are going to multiply with is the value here. Look up. You know what we have here is 7.2. And 7.2 is the same thing as 7 plus 0.2. If you had 7 plus 0.2, you are going to get 7.2. So the extract, apart from 7, what is stopping us not to have log 7 now is what? This is 0.2 here. So you now multiply with that what is 0.2 here. Simply means, what I'm trying to tell you now is that if this place is 7.4, this place you now what? Multiply by what is 0.4. If this place is 7.3, this will now be what? Multiply by what is 0.3. If this place is 7.1, this one is now multiplied by what is 0.1. Finally, you now say plus, let me try to draw a line so that plus log, the logarithm of the lowest between these two terms. And with the lowest, log 7. You now say log 7. Look, listen to this place again. I will also explain this place again because you convince a lot of students here. Listen to this condition. You know why JAMB will always give you something like this? Because they know that this one will stress you. They will not give you the one that has whole number like 4.0 and before. No, they will not give you that one. They will not give you the one of 5.5 and 2.5. They will not give you that one. But they would like to give you this kind of one. They can just say 8.3 just to stress you. So that's why you need to listen to this place carefully now. I said between this is 7.2, it's going to lie between 7 and what? 8. Can you see the interval now? So, but you are giving this one the highest logarithm, which is log 8. You now subtract from what? Log 7. You now multiply with the value as 0.2. You now set plus, finally, the lowest logarithm between this log. And the lowest logarithm is what? Log 7. You are going to see, you are going to get our answer. So then you are going to have our log 8 is what? Is 0.90 minus log 7 is 0.85 times 0.2 plus log 7, which is what? 0.85. Now, some students, they don't know how to press calculator. They still have a problem with that. So don't just press it. Don't just say 0.90 minus 0.85 times 0.2 plus 0.85. Press everything in the calculator, you get the wrong answer. So take note of that. There's a way to press calculator. First of all, subtract these 2 first, which you are going to get 0.90 minus 0.85, which will give you 0.05. This place will give you 0.05. You now say 0.05 times 0.2 plus 0.85. Follow the analysis of solving. This is 0.05. I mean, this place is 0.05. Now you have here. You now multiply with 0.2. That is 0.05 times 0.2, which will give you 0.01 plus 0.85. Then plus 0.85. You are going to get finally 0.86. Can you see? That is the logarithm of log 7.2. And now let's check it. You see that it's very, very correct. Look at it very well. This is 0.85, and what we get as 7.2 is what? 0.86. Can you see? It's just one higher than this because this value here is 2. Definitely, if that value there is something like 3, it can be here, it can be 0.87. So it is something that you can easily get if you look at it very smartly. You can easily get it. But use this. So we are going to have 0.86. So in that sense, complete it, pH to be equal to 2 minus 0.86 to get your final answer. So in that sense, 2 minus 0.86, which you are going to get the pH to be equal to 1.14. That's the value. Can you see? That's how you are going to get the answer. Very easy way. Very, very easy. But now, let me try to explain the last condition under this place. I don't want to write more because of the time. The last condition is that now, if this place, as we are looking at it, we already have something of 2, we have something of, we are talking about here now, this is the condition that works for any value less than 5. But it's the same condition again, but there's one thing that is going to change. Let me tell you, it's the same condition again that works for any value greater than 5 too. Yes. But there's something that will change now. Look at it. It's the same condition that works for any value that is greater than 5. Maybe here is 7.7 and be 7.6. These are the values greater than 5 as the decimal. And be 7.8 and be 7.9. It's the same value that the way you solve it like this. The interval that is before, that is what we are going to say, solve it. But this is the only thing that will change. For example, now, so I have 7.2 here. They now give you 7.7. Now look up. This is what will change. What will change is now going to be, if this is 7.7, it's going to be 7 plus 0.7 as we do in this one. Can you see? 7 plus 0.7 will give you 7.7. So this is what makes this also to get our standard value, which is log 7, which is this 0.7 that make us to get it. So what we change here is that all these things we don't change. This is what we change in this place that will now be changing. This place will still be what the lowest logarithm that you put here. But this is the place that will change. For example, I have this value now. This place is not going, if you have 7.7 now, this place is not going to be 0.2, it's going to be what? Is 0.7. Can you see what changed there? And by the time you solve it, secondly this place is 0.7, and if we test it and we see it now, if you say we put 0.7 there, our value we get will be around something like 0. You know, the high value here is 0.90, and 7.7 will be closer to 0.90 compared to 0.85. So by the time we say we solve this to finish, this value can give us 0.8. Instead of this one giving us 0.86, this one can give us 0.88. It can give us 0.88 and be 89. You see that it's very closer to this one compared to this one. So that is how to check it. That is the last condition. You don't pass this phase. You don't pass this phase. So I believe this one will help you guys a lot. And don't miss any question when it comes to pH concepts. Don't miss it. All this will help you a lot. Try to watch the video again and again. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also, if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section below. And if you are ready to tell us, you can put it in the comment section below. We really love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you very much for your time. We're going to see you in our next class. Please stay blessed. Thank you.